sometimes when you go off and do these crazy stuff, you think, what's the value in this? I was just curious about the question that I had. Why did I see this phenomenon? What was going on? And no one had done it. There was no literature on it, and I was not interested in going into academia. I wanted to have that question answered. I thought it was a great privilege to be able to devote time, and because I had funding, get paid to do that and to just let my curiosity run wild. Sometimes when you go off and do these crazy stuff, you think, what's the value in this? And so getting a shirk was like, yeah, we think what you're doing is valuable, so that's huge, I think. And the other practical thing was that it allowed me to go and take courses with a first class master's in the field. Really, my community was outside academia. It was people who were in the field themselves, and I was basically my little island when it came to that. And that is something I don't wish for anyone. It just happened to be that way. I wouldn't say that the professors were not caring, they all were, but this type of professional mentorship to help you find your way in academia or outside, or showing you that there are different career paths that you can take with a PhD. It doesn't have to be academia. And that was not something that I found in my particular circumstances. It's such a niche subject that I am pursuing. um, and I am a spousal hire. So that is why I'm still in the academy. Would I be in the academy if that was not the case? It is possible. It's possible, but it would be unlikely with my current subjects. I would recommend that you seek out your own mentors, that you actively do this. When I found people that I thought, oh my God, they have like this great job, right? I want their job. I want something like that. I went to them and asked them about their work and about what they would recommend. And usually people are, delighted if you ask them for advice like this, and actively seek out, talk to the advisors and say, I feel a little lost. Do you have any suggestions? I think that being open about that and trying to to solicit advice, because they might think you have it all figured out. I know others who did not finish their projects, so I would always say a finished PhD is what counts. It's not the most perfect thing. It's the finished one. You have time after that maybe to deepen the research. You don't have to cover everything. No one expects that. Leave a little bit of your questions for what comes after the PhD and just write it down. Just do it.